It's your boy Stroboogy coming back at you with another episode from the bait shop. Just out back with the dogs, trying to film this quick intro. And it is freezing cold today in Chicago. Alright guys, hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. I have a little bit of traffic next to me. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Josh and Angie over at Lure Works. They saw my last video where I was using the triple injector and had the challenges with the what I thought was colorant, which turned out to be Color that I purchased. Color is a airbrushing paint that's water-based, so water-based items and plastisol, hot plastisol, not a good mix. Shame on me. So they worked out a really great deal, so I ended up shipping those items back, and the items that I've exchanged those for should be coming this week. In the interim, I went back onto their website, purchased some colorants, and have been using those, and those products are super awesome, guys. I highly recommend those guys. So thanks again, Josh and Angie. I really appreciate you guys. The second announcement is I went on Dead on Plastics website, purchased all their colorants as well as the Paradigm colors, and those things work awesome too, guys. In the midst of purchasing the right items, I had a bunch of moles coming in from England AI, Fat Guys Fishing, and Epic Bait Moles, which is another reason why I haven't posted any videos. I've been doing some practice work, and everything has been coming out great. Those items pour and shoot perfectly, guys. I highly recommend those guys. And another shout out to everyone who has reached out to me on my social media page. Page is Stroboogybaitshop on Facebook and Instagram. I want to really thank you guys for your support, and also a special shout out to my friends who are fishermen that have been purchasing a lot of items from me too as well. Appreciate you guys. Which is one of the reasons why I haven't, I filmed some videos. I haven't had a chance to edit them, because each time I started editing them, I got a brand new mole coming in, and like a kid in a candy store, I started playing with them and got sidetracked. So now that I've pretty much got everything in, I'm definitely going to be more consistent with filming and editing videos for you guys, giving you a lot of content. So it is freezing out here in Chicago. It's nice and sunny, but man, it will fool you. So with no further ado, let me get in the house. And one more shout out to Dip Your Car. I bought a bunch of Hypershifts from those guys, and they make some, and Colorshift, those guys make some amazing products. I highly recommend those guys. And last but not least, I went on to Dead on Plastics website. Since things were going so well, I ended up buying 3 gallons of plastisol. I got the all black bucket, so that's the brand that sinks. And so I got the worm mix, the swim bait mix, and the crawl tube mix. And awesome products, guys. But anyway, let me get in this house, and because it's freezing, and let's make up some baits in the bait shop. Alright guys, in today's video we're going to use Dead on Plastics crawl tube blend, and we're just going to get everything mixed up. And I like to test the bottom. Just get adjusted here, lift up a couple of inches, and start off slow. So that and you start off slow, so you don't want to generate too many bubbles in your plastic. But even if you do, hopefully you have a vacuum chamber that'll help with pulling all those bubbles out of your plastic. And it just makes your bait looks a little cleaner, a lot cleaner, I should say. So we'll mix this up for about 3 minutes. Get our first cup of plastisol heated up, and I'll meet you back at the workbench. Alright guys, welcome to the workbench, and we have our molds laid out. We're using Anglin AI's open pore swim bait molds with the hook slot. We have the 6-inch, the 5-inch, and the 4-inchers. And we're going to use a method called capsuling. It's not a new method, but each time I pick up a technique, I want to share it with my YouTube family. And what it consists of is taking clear plastisol and coating both sides of the mold. That's going to be our canvas. And we're going to take our brushes and paint on these two pearl colors or pigments that I got from Dip Your Car. And we're going to add some flakes and glitter, 2 different size black flakes, and that holographic silver glitter to our ingredients. And after we get both sides painted, we're going to put the molds together, of course, and it'll be a 2-layer bait that we'll be pouring. So our first cup will be clear plastisol. We're going to fill that up halfway so that we can see the cool effects that we just made with the pigments that we brushed onto our molds. And then the second layer, we're going to top off with this one, and it's going to make a really sweet effect. You're really going to enjoy this video. And once I get the first cup of plastisol mixed up, I'll meet you right back here. Alright guys, so we got our plastic up to temperature, and we got our black flake in it. And looks like there was some hair in this one. Let's put that to the side, and we'll redo that first one. Just want to let this run all the way up to the head. Okay. And we don't want it smooth, and you'll see why once we get done. This is actually going to give it a nice effect. So let's remove this one. Okay. And that's how we want it. And as you can see, the black flakes gives it a nice cool effect. Do one more. Okay. Let that run up to the head, down the belly. All right. And that's all we're doing. Now, if you wanted this to be flat and even, you can just take a heat gun to it and it'll flatten out that imperfection. But you're going to like the way it looks with this imperfection. And so let me get the rest of them poured, and I will meet you right back here. All right, guys, we have our molds all coated, and we're going to start applying the color shifts. So we will start with the Alien Pearl. Okay, and for me, I think I want to apply this at the head of the bait. Whew. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that effect looks really nice. And I'm not going to use it sparingly. So I want as much of this effect as I can get. And I think you guys get the idea. Let me just zoom in some. Oh yeah, this is gonna look really sweet. And I'm just doing it up until I meet the gill plate, which is right here. You know what? I may want to go a little further down. And actually, I'm going to brush a little here. And then what I'll do is, with the other pigment or Colorshift, I'm going to brush the belly of the bait with it, because I really like this effect. Okay. So you guys get the idea. So I'm gonna finish brushing all of these up. And you know, as a matter of fact, let me put the other color. Show you guys this. That's the Alien Pearl. Come on, focus. Focus. There you go. Come on. All right. I'm going to use the bigger brush because I'm doing the body of the bait with this one. Oh yeah, this is going to look sweet. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. And you don't necessarily have to use this high-end stuff. There's other, you know, pearls and powders you can use. Alright, and you definitely want your fans turned off for this step, because you'll have this stuff all over your shop. Alright, so you get the idea. So like, oh wow, I hope you guys can see that. You see the way that color shifts from that blue to that purple in the belly? Look at that. Shh. Look at that purple. Then it switches to that blue. Oh, this is gonna be sweet. All right, guys, let me get finished up and I'll meet you back here. All right, guys, we have all of our molds dusted, and look how gorgeous that looks. Gosh, I wish you guys can see it in person. You can kind of see the effects with it switching between the blue and the purple. And I can actually see it better in person. So I'm hoping that it picks up pretty good for you guys. Trying to hit a couple of different angles for you. See how that purple is over there toward the left. You go this way and it just shifts. Yeah, just dip your car. Pearl pigments are next level. They're called Alien Pearl. We got our 4 inches. And I went heavy on it because once I start pouring the plastic, I want to see the effects as much as I can possibly make them, or as heavy as I can possibly make them. So let me get everything clamped up, and we're going to put them on the griddle, heat up our molds, heat up our first layer of plastic, and I'll meet you here for the first pour. Alright guys, hopefully you guys can hear me. I got on my mask. Safety first. You don't really want to be breathing these fumes in. So I got my clear plastic. And hopefully you guys can see this. So there's a little metal hook slot in the center that's sticking up. I want to pour my clear plastic right above that hook slot. And it's kind of hard to do reaching around this camera. But that's where we want it. Rest the cup up against the mold and just pour it on in. Just like that. And the temperature of my plastic is about 360. Nice clean pours. Okay.
right, and let me get the rest of them poured and I'll meet you back for the second color. All right, guys, hopefully you can hear me. I got my mask on, and I just wanted to show you what we'll be pouring as our top color. Man, look how sweet that looks. Look how sweet that looks. It's gonna look dope. And let's check our temperature. Just about where we want it to be. Let me throw my glove on real quick. And decided to pour it without the camera stand. Kind of sloppy on that one, but that's okay. We can clean that up. Once the mold gets done, this is the 4-inch, so I kind of want to pour it really slow. And these are the hard ones to do on camera. Kind of sloppy, but that's okay. Again, we can clean it up. And we want to go super slow with the 4-inch ones. Oh, too fast. Oh, too fast. Yeah, the 4-inch molds are definitely tough. But that's gonna look super sweet. Let's see if I can do the last one. Oh. Oh, too fast, too fast. Fill that tail cavity up. And again, I can clean that up once everything gets done. Let's do 6-inch. This one. I can move just a little faster. Man, guys, I wish y'all could see this in person. Alright, let me get the rest of these poured because it's hard to do it while holding the camera, and I'll check in with you. Alright, guys, we got all of our molds poured. And we got a little sloppy at the end. The cup got really hot on me. But this will be nothing to clean up. And we got our 4 inches over here. Looking really good. We'll hit this other light. And just look at that effect, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're gonna let these cook for a little bit, and then we're gonna turn off the griddle and let them cool down naturally. And give that total process maybe about 45 minutes. So I guess I'll eat dinner, and I'll check back in with you guys in a minute.
All right, guys, it is time for the unveiling. I'm going to start with the 6-inch molds. And let's see what we got.
Whoa. Check that out, guys. Hold on. I have to put a little more light on the situation. Man, look at that. Woo! Look at that. This is exactly what we were looking for. Wow. Can you believe that? That looks amazing in person, guys. Let's pull them out the mold. Check out that effect. Check that out. Color shifting is doing exactly what it should do. Wow. Check that out. And that's the reason why you want a sloppy pour, because it gives you that extra illusion when your pour isn't even in the mold. Sorry guys for hitting the camera, but check that out. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh wow. All right, let's get the others unboxed. All right guys, here is the final product. Isn't that just gorgeous? And check out the way the color shifts depending on the angle that you're looking at your baits at. Isn't that the coolest thing? Sweet. I am definitely happy the way these turned out. Look at that. Amazing. The things you can do with the Dip Your Car products. I will definitely be making more of these. And that's just a very nice spread. You just can't beat that. Simply amazing. All right, guys, and that wraps it up for today's video. And I will be posting these for sale. Be on the lookout for these on my social media page.
at Stroboogybaitshop. You can check me out on Facebook as well as Instagram. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way these turned out. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Now that I've gotten all of my molds, well, I lied. I got one more on the way that I just purchased from Epic Bait, and that should be here in a couple of days. And I actually went on and put an eye. Super excited on one of them, getting that mold. I think that would be a good match because of the purple and blue. And until next time, guys, we'll see you at the bait shop. And